Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gamers. If you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you on a little Let's Play episode of Dawn Course, but this time we got a little update for Rune's path. So, the rest of day 2 has been complete for Rune, and I am eager to see what more content he's got in store. Just look at that face. You know he's got something special in store for us. Anyway guys, sit back and enjoy, and let's jump right into it. Alarm Chan, where are you, you crazy? There you go. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Actually, I thought about a different way of winding down. My first idea was a sauna session, but Jorgen told me about something pretty cool, and I'd like to check it out. A sauna sounded nice, but maybe whatever idea Rune has will be even better. I'd still like to visit a sauna with him later, though. Sure, any hints of what it might be? Nope, I'm not ruining the surprise. Okay, lead the way then. Oh, indeed, let us see. Rune leads us into the corridor and upstairs, and we finally end up before the door to his room. Just a moment, okay? I'm gonna grab something quickly and we can be on our way. Aww. Wonder what he has planned, though. Sure, I'll wait here. Okay, that's all. He's holding a Bluetooth speaker in his paw and a bag of nuts in the other. Follow me, I'll show you something cool. With a briskly excited pace, Rune walks off in the direction we came from. Hey, wait for me! Okay, what you got in store for us, Rune? This doesn't look like something we should open. If they didn't want us to open the door, then they should have put a no-entry sign. We're standing in the corridor leading to the locker rooms, in front of a door I barely registered before. I don't think that entering some random door in a guest house is a good idea. Not random. I know what's behind it. And why don't you want to tell me? Because it's too cool to spoil it like that. Now come on, before someone sees us. It still doesn't seem like a good idea to me, but what could be there at best? What could be there at best? A closet? Though standing cramped in a tiny closet with Rune doesn't sound at all that unappealing. You naughty boy. Why would he take a bag of nuts with him, though? We could eat nuts anywhere. We don't need to sit in a closet for that. The door looks a bit ominous, a black monolith embedded in the wall like a hole in reality. I grab the handle and open it. What's in here? Peeking inside, I'm met with only darkness. Finally, I take a step inside, and then another. A few more, and Rune bumps straight into me. Sorry, wait, I can't find the light switch. Need me to light up the way? I'll manage. Ah! My god, what a surprise. Ooh, there's a ladder! Ooh, wonder where that goes. Rune lights up the torch in his phone and shines it in front of us. Looks like we indeed are in a closet, albeit somewhat gloomy. Somewhat roomy. A gloomy closet. Maybe it's not just an ordinary closet. Opposite the entrance, there's a metal ladder leading to some hatch embedded in the ceiling. Torn cobwebs hang loosely from the rusty steps, heaving in the musty air. Someone must have been here very recently. Ominous. Are you absolutely sure we're allowed to be here? No. But come on, what's the worst that could happen? It's not like they'll throw us out for snooping around a bit. I'm not entirely convinced, but if we're getting caught, at least I can put all the blame on him. It looks like outside. I turn on my torch too and follow Rune, ascending up the ladder. Okay, if that leads to outside, it wouldn't be completely dark. There would be ambient light coming down, since the night sky is still somewhat lit. That's fine, though. RTX is not on for that particular part. We're on the roof above the swimming pool. The cold wind that carries the smell of pines and sea blows into my face, and I squint my eyes to shield myself from it. Shivering, I step out onto the roof surface and look around. The view from here stretches far. From the austere peaks of the mountains on the east to the snow-clad valleys and undulating sea on the west. The moon is high up in the sky, its bright glow reflecting in the snow all across the valley. Around it, the myriad of stars shine like crystals of sugar scattered throughout the sky. The howling wind and the freezing cold clear my head instantly, making everything look around making everything around look almost hyper real, as if some sort of veil was lifted from reality. My first instinct is to grab a camera, and I'd be scared. I'd be scared I would slip trying to take a photo, or worse, that I would drop it. Incredible, isn't it? It's certainly breathtaking. He's lucky I don't have fear of heights. I know I'm getting repetitive, but are you absolutely sure it's safe here? Well, it is rather windy right now, and the roof is steeper than I'd imagined. I have an idea, though. Rune unceremoniously lies down on the roof, sprawling out. This should be safer. Come on, it's not that cold. That's not something I'd come up with myself, but it doesn't sound stupid. Oh hell, why not? I lie down next to Rune, facing the black sky. I'm only lying down and looking at the sky, yet somehow this feels so intense. Climbing onto a roof in the middle of the night to lie down on it is not something I'd ever think of doing. Yet here I am, doing just that, because of Rune, or rather thanks to him. The wind howls in my ears, sending shivers down my spine. I just had a random thought. Long ago, when I was a little kid, I went to the cinema to see The Lord of the Diadems. Have you seen it? Only some fragments, at home in television. After I watched it, for a week I was walking around aimless, as if I was drunk or in a fever dream, still completely engrossed in that world. I was sure that this world would never be enough for me, but now I think it might just be enough. I get what you mean. I still feel like that sometimes after a nice book or a film. Silence covers us, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It's so calm here I could lie like this for hours. Phew! You know, I really am tired, more than I thought. It's been a long day. It's nice to lie down finally and not think about anything. Just feeling the air evening running through my fur. Ooh. Though I promised myself today I'd rework the harmony in one song I'm working. That sounds like something that can wait. Yeah, but then what's stopping me from saying that every day? I don't know. But I would rather see him postpone that indefinitely than drop dead from exhaustion. Maybe just for the duration of this camp, or at least today. You need some fun, too, from time to time, Rune. Oh, God, it's beautiful! Rune turns towards me, a gentle smile adorning his snout. Don't worry, that's hardly work. I enjoy doing that. I'll noodle a bit on the guitar later in the evening before going to bed, that's all. Oh, God, he's so hot. I like music a lot. Yeah, I've noticed. Oh, I forgot. I meant to play something. Rune fiddles with the Bluetooth speaker for a moment before grabbing his phone and playing a song. Slow piano chords flow from the speaker, rising above our heads and mingling with the chilly air. Huh. Do you really like slow music? Not only. Depends on the occasion. There's something worse than music unfitting for the context, like hearing rave music at breakfast or loud pop music playing at a mall. It's not like I only like this kind of music, but it fits this moment, don't you think? Yeah, quite. It ebbs and flows like the trees in the wind. Working on your own music sounds fun. It must be different than photography. Instead of capturing a moment or a feeling, you create something from scratch. Well, not exactly. People almost always write music in specific genres, using some pre-existing vocabularies in music theory, no matter how basic or complex. It's impossibly hard to create something truly new that's not just a refinement or rehash of some old ideas. Our brains don't work that way. Instead, they take existing ideas and combine them. For example, did literature really change that much since the ancient times? We're still retelling the same stories, but in new settings and contexts. Music is changing faster, like painting, because it's more abstract. Visual and oral stimuli are more pliant media than the written word. God, you boys are so cute together. When are you gonna just fucking kiss? That's convoluted, but not untrue, I think. Still, I imagine making music as standing before a white canvas and being able to do whatever your skill allows with it. You can keep with the conventions, but nobody forces you to. I guess. I like making music, but I can't really say why. It just feels nice to create something. Though I haven't yet felt happy with anything I've written, so there's still a long road ahead of me. Do you have some ambitions with making music? I thought it was just a hobby. Releasing an album I'd be happy with is a minimum. I'd like to have something I could tour with, and travel around playing concerts at least once. So not only a student exchange program, but also touring around the world. But I don't really have delusions that I could create something truly great. Just something I could be proud of would be enough. I'm afraid to think of what your standards might be. I think it's impressive that you're working on anything at all. Rune raises a paw and points up into the sky. You have to shoot for the moon, though, otherwise you end up nowhere. I don't know. If I had the same mindset, I don't know if I could take away any pleasure from taking photos. I don't think that music can be objectively good. I think it all depends on the listener. I don't think I agree, but I see where this is coming from. As I see it, great music is the one you make an emotional bond with. Music that has some impact on your life. I know what you mean. When you listen to it, you feel that something is shifting within you. Yeah, something like that. Well said. You're not 100% the same person you were before. Do you want some nuts? Yeah, I would definitely like some of Rune's nuts. Fuck, what am I doing? Stop it. Naughty thoughts. Sure, thanks. We both fall silent for a while, just listening to the music. That band there, is this at the Milky Way? I think so. I haven't seen it with my own eyes before. Sweet boys. It's so nice here. I can't imagine a better way to spend the evening. Thank you for coming with me here, Carvin. I was afraid you'd think coming up here was silly and pointless, and would just go back to your room. Well, you didn't tell me we were climbing a roof, because then you could just outright refuse. If you came all this way up here, I thought I could talk you into staying. Thank you. For what? For bringing me here with you. Didn't you want to go alone? You don't seem like someone who needs much company. That was my plan at first, but then, when I was standing with you in the lobby, I thought it'd be nice to share this with someone. God, you two are so adorable. Am I stuffy all of a sudden? Fuck. The wind picks up, blowing my fur into my eyes. You know, I always wanted to climb a roof and watch a sunset from it. We've missed the sunset, but it's just as magical. Why on a roof? You've never been on a roof before? No, I'm a city boy. And, why, I think it has something to do with how unusual it is. Transgressive, even. Transgressive? How? Roofs are meant to be above you, not below, at least in this climate. It's nice to be here and look down on everything from above, that's for sure. Our school had a flat roof. I managed to sneak there a few times with Miko. Your wolf friend who's here as well? Yeah, the same one. And suddenly I remember that day so vividly. The way it felt to me back then. The way the air smelled so very differently than here. The way the clouds glided lazily across the sky like giant ships sailing across the blue ocean. How new and exciting everything was. How the trees exploded with green, flowers bloomed, and the spring found its way into our hearts, too. And I remember Miko with his blue eyes observing it all, quiet and dreamy. It's as if this moment was a bridge to the days already gone, where I could see my younger self clearly. And I see myself there, 16-year-old with Miko by my side, just enjoying ourselves without a care in the world. Alrighty. A lone tear streams down my cheek and disappears in the dense fur. I've come a long way from then to now. I wasn't always a good person. I can't even say I tried my best. But it all brought me here, to this moment, to who I am now. It is beautiful here. There really is something extraordinary in sitting on a roof like this. And I'm glad I can be here with you. Two similar situations and two similar feelings arising in my chest. How weirdly non-linear the time is that two moments so far apart can join into one. Weird how far apart we drifted, and the same might happen with Rune if he leaves. Same here. I'm glad you ended up in my room yesterday. Last year I just spent the whole camp alone. People must have thought I was unapproachable or something. Maybe I even was a bit. I don't know. Kiss him, kiss him, kiss him. It's weird how looking at the stars doesn't get boring at all. I could spend a whole evening like that. And it's the second day in a row we finished stargazing together. There's some meditative quality to it. Time seems to come to a halt. I'm not even sure how long we've been here already, but oddly, I don't even care. It's only a bit cold. It'd be nice to do this again, but during the spring, lying down on a hill, soft grass under our backs. For sure. Maybe a picnic? Sounds great. I really am cold, though. How about we come back soon? Oh, damn. What's up? I lift myself up with a groan, my back stiff from laying on the hard surface. Supper! I completely forgot about it. Oh, right. It should be served about now, right? I hope we didn't miss it. I feel lightheaded. Part of me still left on that school roof with Miko, and another still astounded that I'm here with Rune. And I'm happy. How could I not be? Let's go and check, before the wind blows us off the roof. Rune opens the hatch and disappears inside, and I follow, back into the warm inside. I close the hatch, and it's all dark again. Stepping from the ladder, I bump into Rune again, who's struggling to take a phone out of his pocket. Finally, he gives up and just feels for the door handle in the darkness. I'm not a fan of that closet. Why couldn't they give it a window? Note to self, buy Rune a torch. Hey, at least they didn't lock us in there while we were on the roof. Imagine having to climb down from there. I doubt they ever lock it, otherwise why would it still be open at this time? Besides, Jorgen told me. Hey, had a good time? Huh, Lake. You silly boy. Lake passes us in the corridor, a towel draped around his waist. Yeah, I mean... Not the way you think, though. If I were you, I'd choose a comfortable bed over a dark closet, but I guess there's some thrill in that. Lake! Oh, God. You have no shame. Before Rune or I can retaliate, Lake goes off and walks into the sauna. Hey, that's not funny. I would likely find it funny if my heart wasn't hammering in my chest. I can't tell if Lake was being serious. It's always hard to tell with this lion. I better talk with him later. He didn't get any weird ideas, right? And knowing him, he's just teasing, don't worry. Suddenly, Rune's phone buzzes in his pocket audibly. This time he manages to fish out the phone from his pocket easily, but his brow furrows as he looks at the screen. I better get that. It might take a while. Go to the cafeteria without me. I'll be there soon, okay? Sure, but who's... Huh. Not waiting for me to reply, Rune walks away and into the main corridor. I wanted to ask him who's calling, but judging by his reaction, it must be something urgent. I wonder what's going on. The cafeteria is half empty when I enter. At first I thought Lake was just a quick eater, but we really must have taken a long while on the roof. A wave of relief washes over me when I see that a lot of the plates with still food when I see a lot of plates with food still left on them on the table, alongside glass bottles of water. I grab one and take a spot at one of the empty tables. I wait for Rune to eat. I hope he'll be here soon. Meanwhile, I sit and observe the students at the other tables. I don't know half of them. The other half I only know in passing. Most are in groups, leaning on the tables and chatting, their faces radiant. Some are sitting alone, like me, nibbling at their food with varying levels of excitement. Are they also waiting for someone, or do they prefer to be alone? Or maybe they don't know anyone here. My life might never touch theirs. So weird to think about, too. Another face appears in front of me, belonging to a bear I recognize. It mouths a question, but I'm too distracted to hear the words. Sorry, come again? I was zoned out. How you doing? No, I'm fine, thanks. How about you? Saw you here having a blast, so I thought I'd join the good time. But for real, you were sitting here alone with a full plate, and I thought something had happened. All is fine, I'm just waiting for someone. Oh, should I leave you alone? Oh, no, please stay. Thanks. We sit looking at each other for a longer while for a longer while before Bjorn asks, "So, who are you waiting for?" Rune. He was supposed to answer a call and come here right after, but it's taking him a while already. He seems like a busy person, that's for sure. Are you two friends? I think so. I haven't known him for very long. Actually, I talked to him for the first time yesterday. Seems a bit early for the friend label. We kind of kickstarted our friendship in a pretty unusual way on top of that. Not many friends end up in one bed on the day they met. Or do they? Oh, I see. So his appearance isn't misleading? What do you mean? He really is horny. Bjorn, for the love of heavens above. Hey, I'm pulling your leg. Just messing with you. No need to get so flustered. Or was I right? No. Oh, wait. I recognize this kind of look. You like him, don't you? And you know what I mean. Do I? Of course I do. He's tall, athletic, handsome, and educated. He plays on a team and plays guitar as a hobby. Guy is a dreamboat. The fact that he even wants to talk with me is surreal. Of course I like him. Can you please not tell anyone? Sure, if it's a secret, then it's safe with me. I suppose you're still in the closet, right? Hey, what are you chatting about? Furniture. I didn't notice Rune approaching us, already with a plate in his paw and water in the other. There's not a shadow of worry on his face. He doesn't seem extraordinarily happy, so I guess the phone call wasn't any big news. Maybe his grandpa needed some help, some IT help, that's all. In any case, good timing. He just saved me from a conversation I wasn't really ready for. Come on, sit down. Plenty of space for us all here. Unless you prefer to be alone and I should go. What a silly idea. Of course you can stay. Who was the call from? Oh, it was nothing important. So, how's the supper today? Ah, you haven't started eating yet. Sorry. Is everything alright? Yeah, all's fine. Why? Just kind of weird feeling. Rune is already started eating his food, shoving half a sandwich into his maw, and I do the same, not wanting to fall behind. So, how did your day go? Quite fine, even though we didn't get to see the town. In the evening, we played some party games in the common room. Not much has happened apart from that. Not entirely true, but the bear doesn't have to know about that. Oh, wait. We didn't forget to invite you to the party games, did we? Nope, alrighty. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right there. My nose is going absolutely nuts right now. My allergies are crazy for some reason. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a new episode of Dawn Course, Rune's Path. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and leave a super thanks if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!